I mean, so you can argue both ways, right? I mean, all you have to look at what has happened in the last, 10, 6, 3, and now, right? So if you look
Hmm.
at from that point of view, I mean, look, I mean, obviously, internet was kind of like the connector, which created this connected global, geopolitical system, right? So, and then we saw this advent of social media, which gave anybody and everybody a voice. And now you can argue, did that really give the voice? Initially, it did because everybody has a voice. But now, what we got into is that it also being used as a weapon and mechanism for all kind of destructive behavior by government, nefarious characters, bad actors, you name it, terrorists, you name it. I mean, it's being used for. I mean, not only that, criminals of all kind are using technology to really put the society on its head. There's a lot of conversation and debate about digital currency as well, right? Because I mean, if the digital currency is not traceable, that gives you a vehicle to create even more of these kind of destructive behavior. So that's where we were actually 2 years ago. And now, if you look at what has happened in the last 2 years with like rapid growth of AI, it's going to get even worse because I mean, things are a lot faster. I mean, AI, as much as we think that artificial intelligence, it's not really intelligence yet, in the sense that we're really generating intelligence by tapping into a large database with the power of computing, and
Sure.
and that gives us faster answer, and it gives us predictable models, right?
Right.
So, but what it does, it allowing us to create a lot of fake information, right? So when you talk about geopolitics and you talk about equalizer of society, I don't know whether it's going to be equalizer or a destructor. That will depend on what we as a global society do over the next 3 to 5 years. I'm actually missed of working on a book called, that kind of focus on exactly this topic because there's great opportunity, which is, and there's a great destruction, right? So it's a what we do as a society in terms of balancing that, that's where the opportunity and the threat comes in. So opportunities such as, because of my own personal reason, I'm very much interested in healthcare, utilization of AI in healthcare, doing predictive modeling and doing better treatment, like especially in the case of cancer. If you can make a very patient-specific treatment, then the survival rate and the quality of life is a lot better than tweaking this medication, that medication, and we don't have enough data, right? So in those cases, AI will make a tremendous impact, right? But then you can look at, since you brought up, the political unrest and dictatorship and this and that. I mean, you can also look at how much distraction we could create as a society utilizing AI. When it comes to election or when it comes to forming public opinion, et cetera, et cetera.